Just a moment, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and send out a link. Need to figure out what that link will be. Let's see. Let me mute. Just a moment. I'm sending out links. Alright, now I need to... Where was my YouTube again? I need to pull out the chat. Yeah, just a moment. Needs to pull out the chat. Trying to remember how I do that. Okay, pop out chat. Yeah, actually it's supposed to rain a little bit later. It's supposed to rain a little bit later. And it may be hard for me to pop out the chat. Now let me get the display charts up. And I think I would rather have studio mode. Okay. We're there now. Alright, I'm going to wait, make sure everybody sees this chart and this chat. Once I see people say, yeah, you see the chart, you see the chat, and you hear me fine, then we'll get started. There's no point in me talking if something's wrong with the audio or anything like that. I'm on my laptop, by the way, so the resolution won't be 1080p high def. It's 720p high def, but it gets the job done. Alright, so we see it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get the chat off and get back to the chart, and we will get started with this real quick. The 12 hour, the green's trying to come up. The blue LSMA is at a nice level where there's a chance we'll have to wait a while for this, everyone. We'll have to wait a while. We may have to wait until the next daily candle that begins in 11 hours. But at the moment, with this green up currently at the moment, yes, there's a chance to come up to or near the basis at 40,606 in the 12 hour time frame. Now let's go to the short-term group of time frames. We see the red RSI in the 30-minute went above level 50, triggering upward pressure. We also got a little bit of expansion up because the blue LSMA also crossed above level 50 shortly after. We got a little bit of expansion up. Now I'm going from the 30-minute to the 1 hour. The red RSI in the 1 hour finally closed above level 50, triggering upward pressure that lasts for how long? Until the white energy comes down to level 50. Until the white energy comes down to level 50. We're wondering if this white energy in the 1 hour is going to come down below level 50, close below level 50 before, let's double the 1 hour to 2 hour. See if this red RSI in this 2 hour can come up and close above level 50 before the white energy in the 2 hour can come down and close below level 50. This red RSI in this 2 hour can close above level 50 before the white energy in the 1 hour can close below level 50, then upward pressure would win that race. It's going to change that to red. Alright, now I'm going to change this 2 hour back to the 1 hour. will this white energy come down right here sometime before here. Why am I saying before here? Because right here is where we anticipate the red RSI in the 2 hour potentially crossing above level 50. Let me make this 2x. Let me also change it to green. That's the race, pressure race we are watching currently, to see if the white energy in this 1 hour can close below level 50 before the red RSI in the 2 hour can close above level 50. That red RSI might get above level, it will probably be here. Not the next one, but the next one after that is what it's looking like. But because of the blue LSMA, it looks like it may be no problem getting up to the white aqua upper. The odds are quite high of making it to the white aqua upper at 39,235 to 39,554. Same goes for the 3 hour time frame. Because of current levels of these at the moment, it's pretty much a given almost that we make it to the white aqua upper B bands. This candle, no, not. It will have to wait for the next candle. If you remember in the previous video, in order to go up from this white lower B band, to go up from it towards the basis or potentially higher, that red RSI needs to get above level 30 here, which is white in color, the white lower, not level 70, the white upper. Level 30, the white lower, is synonymous with the white lower B band. If we want to go up from that, the red RSI needs to cross above that. And based on what we're seeing the level of the blue LSMA currently, it could be pretty easy to make it up to the white. Why is that even? Be pretty easy to make it up to the white aqua upper B bands. But I mean, it's not like that's a big deal in the 3 hour if we did that, because I mean, heck, look at the percentage move that would be. To the basis is 2.6, so from the white lower to the basis is approximately 1.3, and from the basis to the white upper is approximately 1.3%. So about 1.5% from where we are currently to get to the white upper B band. Approximately about 1.5% move from here. So it's not like that's a huge move, because the B bands are semi-tight, not much tight. I mean, this is expanded. These other places are expanded. Where we are right now, it's not real tight. The 4 hour, let's have a look at that real quick. It's better on this laptop if I go full screen with each time frame. Yeah, the red RSI here again, you would anticipate this candle before when the green RSI came up. Red RSI made contact with the green while going up, indicating upward pressure. Usually the next candle after that, the white energy, which represents momentum. The momentum is going up now, above level 50. We're going up. That usually happens the next candle after the red RSI makes contact with the green while the green's going up. And there's also very good potential here from what I'm seeing. The next candle, we're already pretty close to the basis at 39,124, but we could go up towards the white aqua upper between 39,983 and 40,515 is what it's looking like currently. Before I have a look at that, all right, we see the red RSI. That red RSI is up quite high in the 15-minute. It needs that green RSI has not overextended below the white upper. So right now that white upper is holding support in the 15-minute at the moment. I just wanted to have a look at that just to make sure we're not turning around all of a sudden while I started this video. My gut told me to have a look at that. Like this went up to the basis, and I understand why. we couldn't make it up to the white aqua upper. One reason why. Another reason why, if we were to look in higher time frames than this 4 hour, we would have saw we were still in a downtrend. In higher time frames, we're still in a downtrend. If we went to the 12-hour time frame looking here, we would have saw we still had more downward pressure to go. The basis would have been your more likely target if you were doing a margin long here. You would have closed, you would have known to close the trade right there. Replay right there. The spread there was approximately 4%, that's close enough to my rule of 4%, meaning that's at least a 2% move from this white lower to the white upper, and the red RSI may be going above the white lower B band towards the basis, and if the blue OSMA keeps coming up, we could potentially go up to the white aqua upper. But if I click play here, which I just did, and you see the basis, then that's it. That was it. And the reason why that was it, if I go and change this 4 hour to the 12 hour, we still had a lot of downward pressure here. If it, looking into 24 hour, that red RSI is still falling here. So if you have to know what you're doing when you do this. If you were to open a long during a downtrend, if you were to open a long position with your short-term group while having downward pressure in a time frame that's in your near-term group, indicating that your trend is currently down, any moves up, they're going to be pretty quick. Any moves up, you're going to be pretty quick, which means you're going to be in and out of that trade very quick. Don't anticipate staying in that very long. Quite often, people when scalping, especially when margin trade scalping, not buying outright, selling outright, but margin trading, scalping outright, there's times they, open it at a good price, but the problem is they don't know when to take profit. That can often be the problem. And of course, I get into that on the website. Making sure everybody's still here. I have to look at adjust your screen. David, fix your screen, please. What's wrong with it? We couldn't see the whole chart. Oh, wow. Okay, just a moment. Let's see here. Let me make sure. Display. Oh, that explains it. My bad. I just set this up, y'all. Please forgive me. Now I want to start over so that this thing looks right, but we're not going to do that. Man, why did it do that? I tell you what, let's do it about like that. All right, that might be better. All right, I'm going to go away to the screen for a moment, give you all a moment to look at it. There's going to be a little bit of delay. Then I'm going to come back to the chart. I'm sorry I spoke so long during that. Gosh, I feel bad about that now. Does this chart look better now? As far as, can you see it okay? Yeah, we'll do. Actually, we shouldn't have this problem anymore in the future now that I have it right. It's going to stay like that. But yeah, I agree. I should check to make sure before just going full-fledged off into it, assuming everything's all right. It is still cropped. Oh boy. All right. We may just have to do it like that. It looks like that's the only way that it's going to do it, because it doesn't want to fit in that part. So let me go back here again and have a look. Well, hold on a second. Just a second. Transition. I transition, and just a moment. Maybe I need to save it or something. No, I don't believe so. It's better. It's good now. Okay. Cool. My bad, y'all. I'm seriously sorry about that. So let's, I'm going to start over. I'm going to start over. I was wanting this to be a short video, but it'll be short next time. I'm very sorry about that. But let's go and get started. Yes. All right, make sure everybody says it's good now. Okay, I'm going to get started. We are in the short-term group, 30-minute, 1 hour. I was having us look at the 1 hour and the 2 hour. All right, so the 1 hour, I'm going full screen with it. I changed the 1 hour to the 2 hour, and I drew this red line right here pointing out that, in other words, that we have a pressure race going on. Will the red RSI in this 2 hour close above level 50 to trigger upward pressure before the white energy in this 1 hour? We have no clue yet, quite yet, about what trajectory that white energy might be coming down. When it does come down, will it come down here? Now level 50 is right here. That's why this green vertical timeline is here. Level 50 is here. So will the red RSI in this 2 hour close above level 50 before the white energy in the 1 hour can come down and close below level 50? All right, right now it's looking like the red RSI in the 2 hour is going to help upward pressure continue. That's the way it looks at the moment. I'm going to change. Okay, that is in the 1 hour. Let me look back to chat, make sure everything's okay. Birds singing on background, good for the ears. Countryside, peace and quiet. Yep, I agree. Certainly do. 90-minute, 3 hour, white energy in the 90-minute. Will it come down and close below level 50 before the red RSI in this 3 hour can come up and close above level 50? We've already hit the white aqua upper. No, we're heading up towards the white aqua upper. Okay. We'll see if the white upper in the 30-minute holds support. I'm not going to stay on this live stream that long, 30 minutes at a time, to see if that white upper in B-band in the 30-minute, to see if it actually does hold support. I pointed out earlier in the 12 hour, let's go full screen with it. Since that previous live stream, the green has turned up. We have we're 1 hour and 6 minutes into a new 12-hour candle, and sure enough, the green's coming up. Because of the current level of the blue LSMA, there's actually a chance in the future to go up to the white upper B band. There's actually a chance for that, but that's providing that upward pressure continues. Upward pressure continues where? In the short-term group. In the short-term group. In other words, if you considered open a margin long or buying outright the next 4-hour candle or the next 6-hour candle, if you waited a little longer, just to make sure that this 30-minute doesn't end up turning down, but if you waited a little longer to see if, like the 4-hour, if the red RSI and blue LSMA both can get above level 30, well, that's would have us looking pretty good, going up towards the white aqua upper. But then the real question is, will they go above, red RSI and blue LSMA go above level 50? Will they make it up there for us to get expansion up? See, this may be a long kind of sideways thing. I don't know. If you remember previously, I'm talking about the previous stream where I discussed the 2-day time frame, the red RSI is nowhere near down here at level 30. And I told you that level 30 is white for a reason. Just like level 70 is white for a reason, because they represent the white lower and the white upper. If we want to fall down from this white lower B band, if we want to fall down from that white lower B band towards the aqua lower B band, that red RSI's got to roll over. It needs to roll over. If we want to do that, if we want to go down and stay down, keep going down. There are times on occasions where the price action overextends down, the green RSI overextends down while the red RSI is still hanging up, and it just pops down there just for a moment, then it goes right back up. The price action comes right back up to get in line with where the red RSI is. So it's possible to see the green come down a little lower. Then the next candle after that, the green pops right back up, is right up here with the red RSI around the basis or just above the basis. So we still have to be careful. The 2-day time frame is telling us to be cautious at this particular point in time when considering open a margin long or short. If you were going to do any kind of margin trade earlier, it was best to margin short up here. Trying to look for a margin trade right now, sometimes it's best to wait rather than just jump in, not really knowing quite what we're going to do right here just yet. Sometimes patience is required. That's where I'm getting into with the 6-hour time frame. Let me check back with the chat, make sure everything's all right. Hey, good to see you, Daniel. Welcome. That's why I was talking about in that 6-hour time frame as well. That red RSI is getting close to level 30, where we can begin to go up from the white lower B band, but I'm sorry, I must say that the basis is our target. That's where I would take profit. You know, if we ended up the next candle, if that red RSI, the next candle can get on up here above level 30, because right now we just may be hanging out just a little bit right here. If we pop up to that basis all of a sudden with the price action, with that red RSI way down here, it's not up here near level 50, near the basis to help keep the price action up at the basis. So if we pop up at that basis all of a sudden at 40,300, we're overextended up. That red RSI is not up there to help keep it up. Expect it to come back real quick, probably around the white lower B band, because this red RSI is currently below level 30, the white lower. That's how you identify when you're overextended up over its bull trap, where it could go boom up, then right back down, and here we come down to the aqua diagonal trend line. You know, it's possible that could happen. So you have to be careful whenever that 2-day time frame is looking the way that it is right now. If you were going to open a margin position, it would have been a margin short much earlier for where we are right now. Right now is a time to wait a moment and see. Yes, we could consider opening a margin long in the 6-hour, but based on where this blue LSMA is currently, the basis is our target. That's it, the basis, which is currently 40,305. 40,305 in the 6-hour. Well, because of where the red RSI, well, note the 4-hour white aqua upper B bands. White aqua upper B bands. White upper is currently 39,984 and aqua upper 40,515. Red RSI is going above level 30, indicating that we can go up from the white lower towards the basis. But also seeing where this blue LSMA is currently, the next candle after that, we could be up at the white aqua upper B bands that are currently 39, you might as well say 40,000 and 40,500, but they are currently contracting. So if they're at the white aqua upper B bands, the next 4-hour candle, that 40,500 is going to be more like 40,300. And the white upper, currently right at 40,000, would be more like 39,800, 39,750. So keep that in mind, that these B bands are still currently contracting. So if you opened a margin long, it actually would have been best earlier, the previous candle, in anticipation of the next candle, the red RSI, going above level 30. And here we are going up from the white lower B band, as I mentioned in the previous live stream. So that actually would have been the best opportunity to do that then. But keeping in mind, in that 6-hour time frame, that blue LSMA is so low that concerns me. So the B band base is currently at 40,300. It may be the next 6-hour candle where we could potentially hit the basis right at 40,000. It depends on where the blue LSMA is at that time, if we continue going up to the white aqua upper B bands. Right now, that blue LSMA is pretty low. It's pretty low. So I just wanted to give an update on, let me change this. And let me get to that, change that, click that. Okay. So I just wanted everybody to know that, yes, we are currently going up. Does that mean we're going to keep going up? Even if we look at the 8-hour time frame. You know, currently the red RSI is making contact with the green RSI while it's going up, indicating upward pressure. That red RSI in the 8-hour that has 2 hours 45 minutes remaining, you know, that next 8-hour candle, that red RSI might be on the verge of going up from that level 30, going up from the white lower. But because of this blue LSMA, how low it is, us continuing going up from the basis to the white aqua upper does not look very good at all. So if someone was to open a margin long here and we continue going up, if we continue going up, right, you have to keep this in mind too. Right now the red RSI is saying the current market value for this 8-hour candle is just below the white lower B band. And that's about where we are, just right below the white lower B band. If we want the market value to get up higher than that white lower B band, that red RSI needs to get higher. But that's not to say the green RSI can't overextend above the red RSI. As the red RSI gets higher, the green RSI overextends even more, goes up even higher towards the basis, where the price action starts going up towards the basis. In order for us to continue doing that it's that upward pressure race between the 1 hour and the 2 hour, then the 90-minute and the 3 hour, then it'll be the 3 hour and the 6 hour. But to me currently it's looking like, from the pressure races, where I'm kind of estimating where the white energy comes down to level 50 in the lower time frame before the red RSI can trigger upward pressure. In a higher time frame, it's looking like the red RSI, even up here to the 2-hour time frame, can close above level 50 to trigger upward pressure before the white energy in the lower time frame can trigger downward pressure. And it looks like that could potentially continue through the 2-hour. My concern is the 3-hour white energy against the red RSI in the 6-hour. Because the 2-hour, when the red RSI and the 2-hour, let me go full with this. If this red RSI closes above, tell you what, let me go. Oops, I just Let me just do this, I'll get there faster. That's the chart I want. Let's change that chart to the 2 hour. When this red RSI in the 2 hour closes above level 50 to trigger upward pressure, that upward pressure lasts until this white energy comes back down to level 50. Alright, will the white energy in this 2 hour close below level 50 before the red RSI in the 4 hour can close above level 50 to trigger upward pressure? Right now it's looking like the white energy in the 2 hour could close below level 50 to trigger downward pressure before the red RSI in the 4 hour can close above level 50 to trigger upward pressure. That's the way it's looking currently. This thing may just be going sideways here for a while, and B bands that are just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Yeah, that's kind of looking like what we may be doing here at the moment, because if we want expansion up with these V bands, we know the red RSI and the blue LSMA, they both need to get on up here, both of them need to get on up here above level 50. Just like we did right here, they both need to get up here above level 50 to get expansion up. They both, the blue LSMA was above level 50, but not the red RSI. Once the red RSI did get above level 50, what happened? Expansion. Expansion up in this case, not expansion down. You get expansion down with the red RSI and blue SMA going below level 50. Then we can get some expansion down. So it'd be a while in the 4 hour if we were to get expansion up. That's going to be a while. That's going to be a few more 4 hour candles if that were to occur. Based on the 12 hour, let me go back to the 12 hour. We know if this red RSI, we might overextend up to halfway in between the white lower and B band basis around, that's just shy of 40K, but right at 40K. We know if we want to go up from that white lower with authority towards the basis and, stay above that white lower and keep going up towards the white aqua upper, if we want to do that, that red RSI has some work to do to get above level 50. First it needs to get above level 30 to justify the market value in that candle in that time frame being above level 30, being above the white lower B band. Right now we're overextended up just a little, not a whole lot, but just a little bit. This blue SMA is high enough where it makes me wonder if we can't eventually shoot back up again. That's what it's making me wonder. Let me check my chat here for a second. It's hard to say where BTC is going at the moment. I still think we are in distribution yet, and we'll keep on it for something around 30K. 50K. The war in Ukraine might change things in crypto very fast. Yeah, I agree. It's possible, but as far as distribution or accumulation, I kind of touched on that in the previous live stream. It's hard for me to say either way just yet, whether we're in accumulation or still in distribution. Yeah, this blue LSMA in that 5-day, 6-day, and weekly, I mean, you think about it, since we're on the subject of distribution, in order for this sideways that we've been doing here, in order for this to be accumulation, and if we want to go up from the basis, first we know if we want to go up from the white lower B band, that red RSI has got to get above level 30. It's got to get above the white lower if we want to go up from that and remain above it. See that previous candle where we had a wick, this previous candle, where we had a wick up here, but then came right back down. Uh, that red RSI was just above level 30. Now the next one, it looks like we're trying this weekly candle, looks like we're trying to get above it. But what concerns me is that blue LSMA. That's what concerns me. That blue LSMA needs to get above level 20, just like how we got above level 20. Well, we were starting to make the curve right here towards level 20. And you see how the red RSI is above level 30 here? This previous candle was not above level 30. The next candle, we are above level 30, and we opened here and we went on up towards the basis. The next candle after that, the blue LSMA crosses above level 20, and the red RSI is even higher. And of course, you know when that red RSI closes above level 50 in this weekly time frame, weekly, each candle period of a week, that red RSI closes above level 50 with the white energy that high, we know that upward pressure remains until the white energy comes back down to level 50. Then it's chilling out for a while. We need to get the white energy, the momentum, back up above level 50 again with the red RSI and blue SMA both above level 50 again. If we can get that, we can get expansion again, expansion up, and that's what occurred in this weekly time frame. See how the B bands opened up, expanded up. I say that to say this, if we want to say that the bull run moon time is potentially on board again, if the moon train, whatever you want to call it, the rocket ship, whatever, if the rocket ship is on the move again towards the moon, Mars, wherever, that red RSI and blue LSMA need to get above level 50. That red RSI and blue LSMA both, see how they're both above level 50 here, and when that green RSI started overextending up, the red RSI got back up above level 50 here, and the B bands opened up. We got expansion up. So if we want to get some serious move up with expansion in this weekly time frame, each candle being a period of 1 week, if we want to see that, the red RSI and this blue LSMA that currently is super low, that's quite a few weekly candles to get up above level 50. Wouldn't you all agree? So I think it's still a while yet. Will we go back up to this basis again? That's hard to say just yet. That's 47,370. Can we make it up there and stay up there for quite a while, waiting for this blue LSMA to come on up so that we can go on up from this basis towards the white aqua upper? This blue LSMA is way too low to justify sometime here a few weeks later that we end up at the white aqua upper around this yellow diagonal trend line. That's where this white aqua upper is starting to contract to at the moment. See, right now we got expansion down, correct? If we want to stop this expansion down and get contraction up, not only does this red RSI need to get above level 20, this blue LSMA also needs to get above level 20, just like we did here. We had expansion down, but we started getting some contraction when the red RSI got above level 20. Actually, we weren't. We had one more candle of expansion. I can see that with the B bands. You could also see it with the orange B band. Let me get rid of my drawings. You can also see with the orange B band right here, the red RSI. It's really the red B band, red lower, red RSI got above level 20 here, but especially when we're approaching level 30, now we're getting right at that V, but we're not quite above level 30 with the red RSI. Now the red RSI gets above level 30, we got contraction. The next candle after that, the blue LSMA gets above 20, we get even more contraction. The blue LSMA gets above 30, we get even more contraction. In other words, we stopped expansion down, and now we're getting contraction up. We're getting contraction up. That's what we need to get here if we want to, like I was saying in the previous live stream, we could potentially be in accumulation. We most certainly could. But in order to get that sign of strength, it'd be considered a sign of strength if we can go up with authority from 50,000. That's about where our preliminary support is, right here. This is our upper boundary of this trading range, and here's our lower boundary around 32 to 34,000. 32 to 34,000 is the lower boundary support range, and about, I'm going to say 46 to 44,000 is our upper boundary of this trading range that we've been in currently. If we want to say that we were, in fact, in accumulation, we have to see a sign of strength where we go up with authority to this white aqua upper B band, meaning we have to go up high enough with that white aqua upper so that when we come back down, we find support at the upper boundary of this lower trading range. We just legged up to go sideways potentially in a higher trading range, where now the trading range could be in between the basis and the white aqua upper. In between the basis, white aqua upper, basis, white aqua upper, but we stepped on up higher. Right here we got expansion up here again. Why? Because the red RSI and blue SMA both are above level 50, and the green RSI went above level 50. That white energy, the momentum, went above level 50. That was a recipe for expansion up right there in the weekly. So we still have quite a bit of work for that to occur, to get expansion up, meaning to get that sign of strength. That blue LSMA needs to get on up here above level 30 for us to even have a chance of a potential sign of strength. Well, for the blue LSMA to get above level 30 to have a chance for that potential sign of strength, wouldn't you agree that's at least 1, 2, maybe 3 more weekly candles, 3 more weeks after this week that just begun 13 hours ago. Just begun 13 hours ago. So there's still quite a bit of work to do in that regard. Does that mean that we do not accumulate practicing dollar cost averaging? No. You still want to do that as an investor. Uh-oh, voice is doubling. It's hard to say where. Is my voice still doubling? Because it may be that I don't want to live stream on my laptop anymore. If I live stream, it needs to be from one of my good computers downstairs. Now it sounds good, just a little reverb. It sounds echoey to me. Yes, a little. It's echoing. Sounds alright here, no doubling. Huh, that's weird. Some are getting echo, some are not. I'll just try to make sure no more live streaming. We can understand what you say. Okay. But still, quality is important to me, so I'm going to try to make sure the next time I stream from down there, like 2 mics are on. Just a moment. Just making sure that we don't currently have that. That's a hype channel. That's what I call a hype channel. But I won't go there. Yeah, that's a hype channel. Yeah, we don't have bird sounds downstairs. I'm sorry about that, Josie. Yeah, it's certainly possible, y'all, with how high the blue LSMA is in the 12-hour. It's possible. I'd say this one's medium risk, not low risk, which is better. You want lower risk. I'm just wondering if that green ends up doing something like that. Granted, the blue LSMA was down here with the red RSI at that particular time. It was not up high like where it is right now, which has me thinking that green RSI may overextend above this red RSI up to near the basis, where the blue LSMA is acting as resistance for the green RSI, and then the green RSI bounce off that to come back down to catch up with the red RSI that's telling us where it says the fair market value is at that particular time in this particular candle, maybe the next 12-hour candle, the next 12-hour candle after that. So definitely see a possibility to go up here near 40K. That potential is there in the 12-hour time frame. Let me go back to the short-term group again, see how our pressure races are going before I cut this off shorter. I don't want to go too long, y'all, plus I have work to do with these taxes. I was just noticing something not long after posting that 2-hour live stream. I was beginning to notice some things here that we could be slowly brewing back up to 40K or just shy of 40K again. But just remind you before I let you go, this blue LSMA is super low. So if we want to get to that white aqua upper, keep in mind these B bands are contracting. They are contracting. So if this blue LSMA does get up here near level 30 to increase the odds of us coming up here to the white aqua upper B bands, I see a pretty decent chance to make it to the basis. And then once we get to the basis, our question will be, are we going to keep going higher to the white aqua upper? Or is the basis it and we're coming back down to the white lower? If this blue LSMA can't get up above level 30, that basis in the 6-hour is it. That's it. That's where you would take profit. Because in order, remember we had expansion down. If we want to stop this expansion down in this 6-hour time frame and get contraction up in this 6-hour time frame, that red RSI needs to get above level 30. The blue LSMA needs to get above level 20 to continue this contraction up. But then if we want expansion up, that red RSI and blue LSMA both need to get on up here above level 50. That's several 6-hour candles away. Several 6-hour candles away. And right now the red RSI, right now the green RSI is trying to overextend up from the white lower B band. The red RSI is just below level 30, just below the white lower. And the green RSI is heading up near level 50, the basis. That's synonymous. Yellow, level 50 is synonymous with yellow B band basis, which is the 20 moving average. That next candle, that red RSI, may be above level 30, and we're going up. If we're not already at the basis by the time this 6-hour candle closes, pretty good odds that it will be there the next 6-hour candle. Right now the basis is just a little above 40,000, 40,300. The next candle, the basis in the 6 hours is going to be just barely above 40,000. Now will we go up from the basis to the white aqua upper? Well, let me say this. If we do go up to that white aqua upper and that blue LSMA is not above level 30, we are overextended up, expected to immediately come back down to wherever the red RSI is at the time. If the red RSI is like right here at the time, at the white yellow, saying in between the yellow B band basis and the white lower B band, so if we shot up to the white aqua upper and that blue LSMA is not above level 30, we are overextended up, expected to come back down to somewhere in between the yellow B band basis and the white lower B band. In between the yellow B band basis and the white lower B band. If that red RSI was about right here, and that green RSI overextended up to the white aqua upper B band, that red RSI is way down here, we're overextended up. Let me see if I can find an example of that. Here it was overextended up to the white aqua upper, but the B bands were real tight. They were not wide. Let me find where the B bands are wide. Maybe. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time looking for it, but I'm going to see if I can find one. I'm about to stop looking, y'all. I don't want to waste too much time doing that. Basis. Yeah, couldn't go to the white aqua upper. Partly due because this was also a downtrend in that 6-hour time frame. You would have saw in higher time frames, 12-hour and 24-hour time frame, that we were in a downtrend. And you only want to open a short in a downtrend. If you're scalping, you'd prefer to only open a long in an uptrend if you're scalping. Yeah, so we'll just say here for the short term, we're looking at the B-band basis in the 6-hour around 40K. The blue LSMA in the 6-hour needs to be above level 30 if we're going to go up to the white aqua upper B-band. So if it went up there to the basis and then you start seeing it come back down and you're starting to see the red RSI in the 30-minute time frame, at that time it's going below level 50, and it's not long after the 1 hour is going below level 50, you likely should have already gotten out of that trade. Should have went ahead and closed the trade, maybe around the basis in that 6-hour time frame around 40K. But again, that blue LSMA needs to come on up. Above level 20 would be good for starters. Then the next candle after that, above level 30. But again, we're contracting. If we want this contraction to then immediately open up into expansion, that red RSI and blue LSMA have to both get above level 50. Both of them have to get above level 50. And the way this blue LSMA, how low it is at the moment, I have a hard time seeing that happening just yet. Us going up with expansion, seriously, like towards this yellow diagonal trend line. We need to see what's going on the next 2 6-hour candles. In the meantime, does that mean you avoid getting in now? No, not necessarily. If you did get in now, you better know what you're doing with the indicators. You need to know whenever the red RSI and blue LSMA at certain levels going up or at certain levels coming down. You need to know what you're doing with the indicators to know when to get out. A lot of times people have no problem opening the trade, starting out at a pretty good price. Often their problem is knowing when to close that trade, take profit. Can it keep going higher? Or this one right here, can it keep going lower? Not if the blue LSMA is hanging out above level 50 here. That green RSI comes back up, and you would see this from other time frames. I would have already known. I'm looking at the basis here. Plus also, and this is the 6-hour. If I put a green vertical timeline right here in this 6-hour time frame, right here where this was coming down, I wonder what a 12-hour looked like. Okay, let's look at our 3-day. That was it. The white energy, green RSI, just going above that. That's during this right here. Let's go to the 2-day, which I look at the 2-day, 3-day, 24-hour, 12-hour time frame quite a bit to get an idea of the trend if I'm scalping with the short-term group of time frames. I use the short-term group to determine when I actually enter the trade, but I make sure in the near-term group, when I do trade using the short-term group, I want to make sure I'm trading with the trend that I see in the near-term group. And this trend at that particular time, red RSI is above level 30. Heck, we can go up from the white lower B band, and we did that the next candle. And because of how high the blue LSMA was, I'd be doggone if we didn't go to the white aqua upper B bands. But it's things like that that I get into on the website. You haven't heard everything, but it's things like that that I get into in the website, where I see my trend in my 3-day, my 2-day, my 24-hour, my 12-hour. But I use my lower time frames in the short-term group as far as when I actually make entry for that scalp. This is for a scalp, what I call high time frame scalp. High time frame because I'm using the short-term group to execute my trade. If I'm doing low time frame scalping, then that means I'm using my short-term group to determine my trend, and I'm using the immediate group, 15-minute, 8-minute, 4-minute, 2-minute, to actually execute the trade with the trend that I see in my short-term group. But the spread between the white upper and white lower B bands needs to be a pretty decent amount before I consider doing that. And I don't low time frame scalp very much. I'm usually high time frame scalping if I'm scalping. But I think I pointed out enough of what you're looking for in the 6-hour. And you see, now, while we've been talking, we're already over 39,000 now in the 6-hour time frame, heading up towards that basis, because it's looking like the red RSI, that next 6-hour candle that begins 4 hours from now, is looking like if we're not there at the basis by the time this candle closes, we will be the next one. But keep in mind, this green RSI is steadily overextending above the red RSI. If we go up to that basis, this candle, be careful that next candle is likely to be a red candle, because that red RSI would be nowhere near level 50 to help keep it held up there. So that next candle, it may just pause there and be just a small little red candle. Maybe. It depends on whether this blue LSMA is above level 20 or not, because then the next candle after that, if that blue LSMA is above level 30, well, now after this short little red candle that we have here, the next 6-hour candle, the next one can be a green candle going up towards the white aqua upper B bands that are currently contracting down here. But now, if we want to get expansion, let me move this vertical timeline. If we want to get if the price action did end up going to the white aqua upper B bands that are currently contracting, if we want the price action to keep going up from there, that would require expansion. Well, that's a lot of work for that blue LSMA to get up here above level 50 right here. So I would, if we were thinking about going up from there anytime soon, I would think we might go up to the white aqua upper. If we do go that high, it would be 2 more 6-hour candles after this one. Come back down to the basis, because the red RSI may be around near level 50 at the basis at that time to hold support at the basis around that time. But maybe go up to the white aqua upper, maybe back down to the basis, find that as support, and then by that time the blue LSMA somewhere over in here may be on the verge of going above level 50, and then potential expansion up. But that's a lot of ifs. Again, I explain this in more detail on the website. I explain this in much more detail, and I most certainly will in live streams when we begin providing signals. That blue LSMA started growing again fast as soon as the war started. Interesting. The 33K to 43K was good, overextending. Yeah, I think we're going to call this one quits, y'all. I don't want this video to go too long, because some people get turned off whenever they see, oh, he posted another video an hour long. I don't feel like watching this an hour. So we might want to go and call this quits. But I just wanted to point out that us going down to that aqua diagonal trend line, that's out the door at the moment. We need to see if we do end up overextending too quick, that could be a good indication of a bull trap, and then it's coming down to that aqua diagonal trend line. I say again, if this green RSI ends up coming up real quick, especially if we go to that white aqua upper, let's say by the next candle, and the next candle, that red RSI is only just above level 30. The red RSI is not up here at the white aqua upper levels, level 70 and level 80, to keep the price held up here at the white aqua upper. Oh, that's a good sign that we're overextended up, which is also a good sign that that's a bull trap. It's coming back down. So keep that in mind whenever using the indicators. Again, I get into this in more detail on the website as far as when you open a trade, where's my target? Where's my target number 1? Where's my target number 2 for this long? When you open a short, where's my target? Is it this basis? Could it be the white aqua lower? Which has a lot to do with what's my level, my blue LSMA at that time. That helps me determine if it will be the basis or the white aqua lower for that short. But also remember, if you are opening a short using this short-term group, such as the 4-hour or 6-hour time frame, you better have downward pressure going on in your 12-hour, 24-hour, 2-day, and 3-day time frame. If you don't, you could be trading against the trend. So what you may be thinking as far as you going down to the white aqua lower may only be going down to the basis, because you may be opening a short during what is an uptrend in the 12-hour, 24-hour, 2-day, and 3-day time frame. So again, there's other things to consider. If you say that, man, this looks like we're going to the white aqua lower in this 6-hour time frame. Not if you have upward pressure in the near-term group in the 12-hour, 24-hour, 2-day, and 3-day time frame. It's very good odds it halts at the basis, and that's it, and then bounces off the basis and goes up because of upward pressure that you may have missed in the near-term group in the 12-hour, 24-hour, 2-day, and 3-day time frame. But I'm going to go and call this quits, y'all. I just wanted to give y'all a little bit further information before I go full-fledged on my taxes today. And I guess I will go ahead and call this quits. We'll go ahead and call it quits. And I suppose I'll talk to y'all later on. We'll talk to you when we talk to you. Sun is rising. It's almost 8 o'clock in the morning here. It's 7:50 a.m. But we'll talk to y'all again later. As always, stay awesome. Go ahead and type it out. And thanks, fishermen, for being my I'm having a brain fart here, moderator. Thanks for being my moderator. Again, peace out, y'all.